Welcome to Health and Knowledge, the first nutritional show that brings science, health, and good taste to radio TV. This show introduces the world leader in supplements based entirely on seed nutrition. Soul, the most effective healthy drink, uses the most powerful seeds which have been selected, then naturally enhanced in a unique cold press process. Soul combines the incredible benefits and energy-providing nutrients found within the black cumin seed, black raspberry seed, Chardonnay grape seed, D-ribose, and trans-resveratrol into one fantastically delicious 2-ounce packet. With Soul, you'll have more energy, neutralize free radicals, immunity support, better sleep, more effective weight loss, and much more. Tune into today's show and learn of the new health chapter that Soul can bring to your life. Now, let's get healthy with today's hosts.
Hello, everybody. It's Tanika, aka Tanika Styles, and I'm here today with my co-host Asia O, and we're here to talk soul wellness. Asia, say hi.
Hello, everybody.
And basically, we want to just do a follow-up. Last week, Tuesday, we had some members of our organization speak to you guys about soul wellness. So I'm super excited to be here today to talk to you guys about soul wellness, what it is, what's in it, and what it actually does for your body. And I actually have some really good testimonials as well. So soul, it's a food. It's not a drug. It's not a cure. It's not a miracle. It's a food. It's a seed, so it falls into the category of fats. You have 3 different types of fats. You have your animal fats, you have your seeds, your dairy creamers, your vegetable oils, things of that nature, and then you have your preservatives. So there are 3 types of fats, and soul falls into the category of the seed fat order. Does that make sense, Asia? Am I making sense?
Absolutely.
Absolutely? Okay, great. So soul is a combination of seeds. It's not just black cumin seed. It's black cumin seeds, it's black raspberry seeds, it's grape Chardonnay seeds, D-ribose, and trans-resveratrol. So basically with black cumin seeds, a lot of the feedback that we have been getting is inflammation. A big part of the reason as to why I got involved with soul, and I'm going to try to look to my viewers as well. Sorry, I'm looking at Asia. The reason why I got involved with soul was because I had a lot of friends my age, 30-something, 20-something, early 40s, that were getting sick. And I mean sick with cancer, sick with lupus, sick with serious diseases that would change their life. So the day that my client came and sat in my chair and asked me to cut her hair off because she was fighting cancer, it rocked my world. And then fast forward with years to come, I actually started to meet more and more women that were going through this. So I needed to find A, an answer as to why this was happening, and B, what are the options and solutions that we have to detoxify our bodies from these toxins that we're putting in our bodies as young people. So I discovered soul wellness. It rocked my world. It changed my outlook on health. It changed my outlook on nutrition. This is a seed-based company. So basically, this is pretty much what they do. They come up with different formulations of seeds, and it's a cold press process. So let's talk about cold press. And for anybody that knows anything about products and the process of making products, once you start using heat, it starts to dehydrate. It starts to take out nutrition. It starts to remove potency. So the fact that Soul Wellness is a cold press seed supplement says volumes in terms of the consumption and what it's actually going to do for your body. Here's what it does for your body. It works with your white blood cells. So white blood cells are pretty much the cells that are fighting the diseases, that are saying, no, you're not going to take over my body. And what Soul does is it goes into your body like soldiers, and it fights with your white blood cells. It says, no, disease, you're not taking us down today. And then it starts to clean up your system. So it's oxidizing the fat. You're able to pass it a lot through your system. You're going to have way more energy. Any more aches and pains and things of that nature that you have will subside. It may not subside right away, but I can guarantee you after a pouch or 2, because again, this is a food, not a drug. So after 1 or 2 pouches, even 3 or 4 pouches, you will definitely see a difference. And later on in the show, we're going to talk more about the actual testimonials, things like endometriosis, lupus, people who have serious diseases in our young generation, which is absolutely unbelievable. Asia, I don't know if you want to fill in to say anything in regards to seeds and just consumption and how well it does for our bodies.
Yes, I find that when I take this product that is immediately when I consume it, I can feel it working and moving, passing through my body. So it's reaching me at a faster pace. Any type of pain that I might be feeling, maybe a migraine comes on, I'll drink it, and immediately it eases up the tension.
Right. Definitely. And I think in the video, as you may see throughout the show, is that there's commercial snippets of Asia talking about the endometriosis, the inflammation factor, and how it really, really helps with that. Now, I also want to mention, too, because it's not just the black cumin seed, it's grape Chardonnay seeds. And if you have a pen, a piece of paper, a receipt, hey, even a piece of toilet paper at this point, I'll take it. Jot down just a couple notes. Jot down what the seeds are, and when you have time, Google it. Because these are things that are all over the internet. These are things that you can find, just like I Googled to find out, well, hey, why is my friend feeling better and she just got out of chemotherapy and she's taking Soul? I had to find out what the ingredients were doing inside of her body. So I just want to say that grape Chardonnay seeds are known to reduce your cholesterol levels, abdominal fat, and weight gain. So that's why a lot of people that are consuming Soul, they're losing weight. They're like, well, I'm dropping pounds, I'm feeling better. And guess what? I was laughing with Asia the other day and telling her this. I said, isn't it great that we can finally lose weight and not have to kill ourselves doing it? We can actually eat what we want. Yeah, we'll go to the gym because I don't want, don't get it confused. I don't want to make it seem like you're not supposed to eat proper and work out. But hey, if I'm going to have something in a natural form that can give me that extra push that I need to lose that weight, or maybe I might drop 15 or 20 just by digesting Soul for the next couple months, I may have more energy to get up and walk in the morning or get up and jog at night or whatever the case may be, because your body will start to feel way, way better. So that's what grape Chardonnays do. It's cholesterol, also as well as black raspberry seeds. Black raspberry seeds is well known to be an anti-cancer effective berry. Do you guys hear what I'm saying right now? How is it that we don't have products that contain this stuff? I don't understand, right? So when I found this out, hear this quote. What gives raspberries their cancer-fighting qualities? Research suggests that the secret behind the anti-cancer effects are red and black raspberries may lie in a compound called ellagic acid. So basically, it's saying that it's there. It's in Mother Nature. History is almost repeating itself. How do you think back in ancient times people started to feel better? What do you think they did? Go to Walgreens, to the pharmacy, and get an antibiotic? No. I'm pretty sure they were in the bush somewhere pulling up some seeds and crushing some seeds and some berries and stuff, trying to find a natural way to do medicine. So I find what's happening in 2015 is that it's coming full circle. The history is repeating itself. And I think with Rain International, we are in 11 countries outside of the U.S. Can you believe that? I'm talking Germany, Russia, Siberia, everywhere. So we're now bringing it back to the U.S. probably for the last year and a half. Our head office is in Utah where we manufacture. So we're importing these seeds, not from any specific location, because there are proprietary regulations that say, listen, we may pull it from this country this month, another country another month. Everything is seasonal. So there's a whole science to it. It's not just going to the local market, buying a bag of seeds and consuming it. This is cold pressed seeds. It's giving you your nutrients and potency. As you can see, the pouch itself, if you can see this, the pouch itself is 2 ounces. So a lot of people shake it up, put it in the fridge for a little while, shaking up, tear the tip off, drink it, and you're drinking it with water. The water helps to flush these seeds through your system. And as Asia was saying, that is why you have those major effects right away, because you start feeling like, wow, what was that?
It's reaching your body at a cellular level.
Definitely reaching your body on a cellular level. And it's on a natural level. Isn't that crazy how seeds actually do that for you? It's on a natural level. So I'm definitely excited to be here and break down more of it. D-ribose. D-ribose is the last ingredient that they combine with the black cumin seed, the grape Chardonnay, and the black raspberry. D-ribose is like a natural form of sugar. So what they've done to balance out the seeds in the pouch is create a D-ribose type insulin type sugar that's going to give you the type of balance that you need. So I have a lot of older men that are clients of mine that have high blood pressure, and they've been taking Soul Wellness, and I can probably guarantee you they've been feeling a lot better. A lot of them think they're Superman now and they don't need to take their medication. So I strongly advise you, If you do take Soul, this isn't a substitute for your drugs, but at the same time, if you're consuming Soul and you're checking in with your doctor every 60 days or every 90 days, at some point your doctor may say, hey,
what are you doing?
Right?
They're going to want to know what you're doing.
That's exactly it. They're going to want to know what you've been up to, what you've been doing, what you've been consuming. And later on, when we get into more of testimonials with Asia and her talking about just medications that she's come across, she's extremely knowledgeable with holistic approaches, naturalistic approaches. She knows everything about every bush, berry, seed, tree, branch, bark, you name it. She boils it, she crushes it, she drinks it. And I think that's admirable. You know, I think that's admirable because being in our age group, that's a lot. You know, that's a lot to take on your shoulders, and not having to depend on drugs and trying to live a somewhat of a drug-free life if you can. I think it's very important. And I think it's important for the viewers and the listeners to hear her out, and to hear what she has to say.
Yeah, because we live in the now
Yeah.
times. Everybody wants instant gratification, and they don't want to take the time to research and do their due diligence to see what they can do on their own, instead of just, of course, we're going to go to the doctors for the things that we have no control over.
Right.
But
Yep.
at the end of the day, you're spending money on these medications that are putting a Band-Aid and masking everything. And in the long term, you're tearing all of these other things down, and what are you going to do?
Right.
It's not giving you a solution.
Right. So let me fix your hand, but break your leg, basically. Is what you're saying. You know, and it's funny that you mentioned that, because you have to know, you have to listen to your body. Your body will talk to you. Your body will say, listen, I'm not feeling good today. One thing I've learned with Soul Wellness, because it is a fatty essential oil, good oils go into your body, bad oils come out. It's a fact. Grab your pen, write it down. These are facts. This is just how the body works. The body exchanges oil. That's the one thing that the body will exchange. So if you go and you put a good oil in your body, you're going to get good results, and you're going to pass the bad oils. If you wake up in the morning and you're feeling groggy and you're moody and something's aching and something's paining, that's a bad hormone. Chances are there's something that you've digested or something that is in your environment that maybe you're even inhaling. Do you know how many chemicals are in soaps and stuff? Like, O-M to the G. You know, it's crazy. It's everywhere you look. So we have to pay attention when our bodies are saying, listen, I'm very fatigued today. Well, why are you so fatigued? You're just way too young to be that tired. Right? So we have to keep that in mind. And I just wanted to make that point that digesting these oils are very, very important to start cleaning your systems. And I mean, if it's one thing that you leave with today, at least leave with the knowledge of knowing that there are seed-based companies that will be coming up in the next maybe 5 to 6 years. And they all will be coming in under Soul, because Soul is the first one to do it. And the business is growing so rapidly because people who understand nutrition, people who get health, get it. You know, they get the power of the seed, which is kind of like our saying, the power of the seed. So it's very important to keep note of that as well. So I also wanted to say, if I have a quick few more minutes before they start playing that music that runs me off, a friend of mine was complaining about migraines. And basically, he's suffering from these migraines. He's asking me, you know what, is there anything you can do to help? I said, listen, I don't know. I'm going to bring you this Soul just to see what happens, because he lost sight in his left eye. He went to the doctor. They said, sir, you have a brain aneurysm. He was rushed into surgery. So when he got out of surgery from this brain aneurysm, he was fully blind. This is a 29-year-old man. So when I brought the Soul to him, and if you check my Instagram page, RainInternational_Soul, just saying, you'll see pictures, and you'll kind of see a little bit of the story of when I sat down with him. I put it in his hand. He felt it. He closed his eyes. He drank it. And an hour and a half later, I called this man, and he said his migraine was gone. I'm just saying. I left him with 5 pouches of Soul. He drank the 5 pouches, Asia, and I'm telling you, a following week, he called me the Friday saying, I need to speak to you right away. I'm saying, oh my God, I've poisoned this man. I've probably given him something that, you know what I mean? So I'm panicking because I'm thinking, well, I don't know what to expect. He says he goes to the doctor. They're floored. They are absolutely floored because the regeneration of his cells, they're saying the time that he left to the hospital to now, how is it possible that your cells have regenerated? I left him with 5 pouches of Soul. Not even a whole box. I was just like, try it. There's no harm. It's natural. It's not going to poison you. The hospital sent you home. You have no more medication. So what are you going to do? And within an hour and a half, that headache was gone. A week later, he's talking about he's starting to see figures. Off of 5 pouches of Soul, he's seeing figures. The doctors are floored. They're saying this is going to be marked down in history. I didn't know. I thought he was maybe hyping it a bit, but he said no. They want to research and investigate why this was happening. I said, well, did you tell them that you were taking Soul? He's like, well, I wasn't sure. Here's the thing with people. When they come across something really, really great, I find it's like they're really held back to try it. But you guys will see coming up that we're going to have testimonials from Asia herself that are really going to kind of blow you guys away. And basically it's going to show you that, hey, Soul really does work on a natural level. So I want you guys to stay tuned and hang in there with me if you can. Hi, I'm Tanika Matthews. And as a distributor of Rain International, I would just like to share with you some of the amazing benefits that we've been getting from Soul Wellness. Check out what people are saying about Soul Wellness.
I have endometriosis, which is pain in the lower stomach with, the female organs and things like that. And I get swelling and lots of pain. And I've actually used it when I experience that pain, and it's gone like that. Yes, instantly. I have a daughter who has lupus, and that is what sold me on it, the inflammation factor.
Well, for me, it makes me feel better and lets the pain go away, and I know it will really help you feel better. And it doesn't taste bad as much as other medicine. It actually tastes pretty good if you like fruits and berries.
Now, Soul is not just the next juice, puree, or exotic berry from a remote location. Soul starts with the foundation of the seed. And it's not just any seed. It's black cumin seeds, grape chardonnay seeds, black raspberry seeds, D-ribose, and trans-resveratrol.
And in all honesty, I noticed that my body reacted to it really well. After taking vitamins for years, you don't get this result so quickly. Since then, I've been taking it constantly. I love the blends of the seeds. I just love how it tastes.
Now, these ingredients are derived from a cold press process that accesses the nutrient-rich oils and flowers from these botanical seeds without altering their chemical composition. The result? Powerful antioxidant and essential fatty acid that helps the body maintain balance and avoids today's most pressing ailments. You're listening to Tanika Styles at WNN 1470 AM, and we are talking Soul Wellness. Do you know the power of seeds? Soul Wellness Seed Supplements. Seed nutrition can't get any better than that. Check out my website, www.myrainlife.com/seeds4life. Seeds for life.
You are listening to Health and Knowledge as our hosts bring you a new way to get healthy. If you wish to call in and ask questions about our product, call 888-565-1470 and we will help you get on the road to good health. Now, back to more health and knowledge.
Yes, people, we are back. So we were talking about, if you're now tuning in and you missed the first 15 minutes, we're talking about Soul Wellness, seed nutrition, the digestive compound of how it works in the body. We're talking about fats, good fats, bad fats. So you missed a whole bunch, but that's okay because we have more coming for the second half. I also wanted to mention, I have been doing a lot of research. There are some physical therapists out there that are actually using Soul topically. Yes, people, on the skin. I use Soul on my skin. I have clients that use Soul on their skin. When you open up this pouch, it's like a juice with like a grittiness to it. What do you say?
Scrub, I would say. It's
Like a scrub.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
honestly, an
Like
exfoliant.
like an exfoliant, basically. And the reason why those little pebbles are kind of in there is because through the cold press process, they extract the oils and the juices from the seeds, but then they crush down the husk of the seed. So what's happening is that they're including everything. They don't have time to throw away any bits and pieces and to sift through anything. They're including everything, because what the researchers are finding is that it's the whole seed. The potency starts in a seed before a plant even blossoms. So if a plant blossoms and you're taking all these herbal teas that are this bush and that bush, just think about what that bush was when it was a seed, and the nutrients that are compressed and compounded in that seed. So what they do is they grind up the husk, and it's like a flour. It's almost like a powdery kind of flour. So that's the grittiness that you're probably going to taste. I'm not a big fan of the thick juices and things like that. So for me, drinking water with it works just perfect. And I also use it on my skin. So I have a skin condition called folliculitis. And for any of you guys out there who have severe ingrown hairs or know anything about it, you know it's a real pain. And it can actually become a staphylococcus infection at some point, which is like a boil. So what I find Sol does for me is it irritates the itching. It takes the edge off of the scab. So the skin isn't all that peely. It kind of like flattens out. And then it starts to kind of like remove the darkness after a while. I have kids that are months old that are rubbing Sol on their skin for eczema. It's an oil. So what's going to happen is you're just going to rub until it disintegrates into your skin. We rub chemicals in our skin all day with soaps and creams and all these different things. But with this, it's like it's going to disintegrate right into the skin. And I just leave it on and put my cream on top of it. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to heal my skin. So whatever sacrifices I have to make, whether it's sticky skin under jeans, I don't care. I'm trying to clean up my skin. So I just wanted to also make that a point to you guys that it can be used on your skin. It can be used on your face for acne. Nefertiti used to use black cumin seeds on her skin. And she was one of the most beautiful women in the world. So hello, this is like saying something. So I wanted to make sure that I brought that up to you guys. The fact that you can drink as many as you want a day. I take 1 or 2. Asia takes it usually around pain and things of that nature. But I do have people that take it daily, a couple a day. And the skin results are absolutely amazing. So I want to throw it to Asia right quick because I want her to break down for you guys a little bit of her situation. And I think that a lot of people our age and our generation, we don't have a voice. You know, Asia, it's like we go out and people think, oh, she's so pretty and oh, she's probably got it. And this, you don't know.
They don't know what a person is going
they
through
don't know.
and dealing with.
So share your story. Explain your situation prior to me bringing Sol to you. What is it that you were going through at that time?
Well, myself personally, I've experienced and dealt with migraines from a young child. And you know, you take the normal over-the-counter things, Excedrin or Motrin, and over time, those things cause other issues and problems. And for me, they're very severe to the point where I've had to go to the ER.
Wow.
And so sometimes they come and they last for a few days. And there was a time after I gave it to my daughter, and I've had it for a while, and I hadn't used it, and I was, you know, I was just suffering for a couple of days with the migraine, and so I was on my way to the doctor, and I had this pouch right here in my purse with me for probably a couple weeks.
Because mind you, her daughter is taking it because she has lupus, but Asia, the mom, is like, Mrs. Big Skeptic now, but she's suffering from pain too. So let me just put that out there. Go ahead, Asia.
So I'm at the doctor waiting for the doctor to come in, and I'm looking for something sifting through my purse, and I see it. And I was like, I can't take it. Let me just see what this is about.
All right.
So as I drink it, I'm sitting there, and I'm fiddling on my phone, as we all do, just sitting there. And I look up, and the pain is gone. Like, wow. It's gone completely.
Really?
Yes, almost to the point where I feel foolish for even being in the office, because what am I going to tell the doctor?
When you get in there, the headache's gone. He's probably looking at you like, you are wasting my time, lady.
But, I mean, I do have other things going on with me as well. I have endometriosis, which is I get inflammation in, you know, in the female organ.
Right.
And that pain, it just puts me down to the point where I'm just laying in the bed and just waiting for it to go away. I can medicate just to make it easy and deal with, but it never subsides completely. So I decided to try it. And I'm not saying that I'm completely gone, because it's just something that is here with me.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find ways to deal with it.
But when it gets to the point where it's unbearable, I do take the Sol, and I'm okay, and I can proceed with my day, because I a daughter to take care of. I have a husband. I have work. I have things. I can't let this just stop me.
Right.
And so up until this point, I'm just dealing with pain every day. And so this is my miracle.
It's working. And tell us a little bit about your daughter and her situation, because I know a lot of parents can relate. Your daughter has lupus. And I remember Asia calling me at times saying, listen, girl, I have been in an emergency room all night. I'm on my way there now. And I'm just like, you're 30 something. Like, how are you dealing with this? You know?
It's a lot. It's heavy. It's a lot to carry.
Yeah.
But yeah, my daughter was diagnosed in January of last year with systemic lupus. And how I found out is she came home one day. We lived on the 3rd floor. And she comes in the house and she's grabbing her chest and complaining that it hurts. So the way she's grabbing it, immediately I'm thinking like a heart attack or something. I don't know. I just picked her up and rushed her to the emergency room.
Wow.
Come to find out, I mean, we were there for about a week and a half, and she got diagnosed, and we came home. I mean, it was to the point where we were on the 3rd floor. I would have to carry her up 3 flights of stairs, and plus her bedroom was on the top floor in my house.
Wow.
And she couldn't do it.
It's a lot.
So yeah, it was a lot. It's a form of arthritis.
Right.
And so we went to Disneyland for Christmas last year, and we had to use a wheelchair because she can't walk around for those periods.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. You hear that? She had to use a wheelchair. So we're going to hold that thought right there. We'll be right back. Or we're actually going to wrap up, but hopefully please reach out to me, email TanikaMatthews@hotmail.com. We have tons more information for you guys. Me and Asia would be more than happy to share with you. So thank you for tuning in. And that is it for tonight, folks. Take care.
Thank you for listening and watching Health and Knowledge. And we hope that we have brought you a better way to live. Please tune in again next week as a new host, new way of getting healthy unfolds on Health and Knowledge. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.